sun shines bright.
Hi, I'm Rachel Lemons, author of Fish Food, and I'm bringing you today's Food for Thought. A few days ago we talked a little bit about spiritual food. We talked a little bit about physical food, and we talked about how important spiritual food is for our spiritual lives. Now, in order to really have a strong spiritual life, prayer is really essential. And I know sometimes, especially in the past, I had a really hard time focusing during my prayer time. I'm not sure if you've seen this movie Up before, but in the movie there's this dog who can talk. And so often the dog is very distracted. Like, I remember one scene, the dog is standing there having a conversation and this bird flies by. And he's talking, and then he says, "Bird, bird." And I feel like I'm that dog in Up. Like, I'm so easily distracted. So one thing that's really been able to help me focus during my prayer time are prayer journals. And let me show you some of the prayer journals I've used over the past 6 to 8 months. Here they are, okay? This is the very first prayer journal that I had. It was very haphazard. I wasn't really planning to keep a prayer journal. It was just a way to help me stay focused. I was doing 40 days of prayer with one of my friends. So it was just a way to help me know which day I was on, and I would just write the thoughts that I had. And then over the course of time, I just progressed to various prayer journals. These two, it was kind of a continuation. I stapled them together. And this is the one that I'm using right now. It came from a friend from Germany. And usually the prayer journal, it's just a simple way for me to pour my heart out to God. Now, some people might use a prayer journal to write down prayer requests and then to write down the answers to prayer, what some people call praise reports. I see prayer as a conversation, so I tend to use my prayer journal as a place where I can really have a conversation with God, where I record whatever my prayer is. It helps to keep me focused during prayer time. And then whenever I have an impression or I have a thought, I'll usually try to record that in the prayer journal as well. For example, I might wake up in the morning and maybe I'm very tired. I don't feel like having devotion that particular morning. I'll let God know. I'll sit there and write and say, "Dear God, I'm here. It's my devotion time. I'm not very focused this morning. I'm not even actually in the mood to be having this devotion at the moment." And I really try to be as honest, open, and vulnerable as possible when I'm recording in the prayer journal. So the food for thought today is, why not consider getting a prayer journal? Why not consider seeing if this is something that might work for your life? I'm not saying it's a hard and fast rule that if you don't have a prayer journal, somehow you're not a spiritual person. No, incorrect. What I am saying is that this is something that's really been helpful for me, and why not give it a try and see if it's something that's helpful for you as well. We'll continue to talk a little bit more this week about prayer journals and how they can be the most effective. If you have any ways that prayer journals have been really effective for you, leave us a comment at the bottom of this page, or maybe check us out on Twitter or Facebook and leave us a comment there about how prayer journals have really been essential, or how they have or haven't worked for you. Let's have a discussion about it and see about prayer journaling. This is Rachel Lemons, author of Fish Food, and this is your Food for Thought.